One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Webb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Webb. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Webb. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Webb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 24, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 2.
11.
Here's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Come on, set. Cluster, stick. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Webb. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. In motion right here, Boyd. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On second and goal. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Webb. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Yellow, blue. Red, cycle. Set.
Now Webb. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it on one throw right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Webb now. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay,
The
ready?
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Webb. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try to right side with Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
11 Thomas.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
6, mega, slide blue. White.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Three quarters in the books.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Webb. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Webb. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Webb to throw. Flush to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Webb. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Webb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The slot man in motion right. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Mixon. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
It's just set. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Steelers pick over first and 10 at their own 7.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.